Were you gonna say something?
I think this is your thing, so.
Okay. So we recently acquired Lord of the Rings, Journeys to Middle-earth. Oh, we should have taken the lid off. Okay. And you probably know it requires an app to play it. And I was a little concerned about this. It's an expensive game and I don't want it to be obsolete in a couple of years. And a lot of people argue, well, you don't have to worry about that. It's going to be 10 years from now. You probably won't play it much by then anyways. But as someone who comes from the world of video games, I know that sometimes games last 10 years before they become incompatible, but sometimes it only takes a year or two. If some patch comes out for some system and then that game's not compatible with it.
What? A patch?
Yeah, like an update. I loaded the app on our laptop using Steam, and I noticed that it went in the folder that indicates it's a 32-bit program, not a 64-bit program. And
What does that mean?
it matters because
Why? What?
32-bit programs are being phased out of Android and Mac,
Oh.
and soon. So, those of you might know, in 2020, which is 1 year away, the new versions of Mac will not support 32-bit apps anymore. Android, starting in August 1st, 2019, you will not be able to update an app on a system that's running 64-bit. You will not be able to update 32-bit programs. In August 2021, Android will no longer let anyone using a 64-bit system to run 32-bit games. If you've bought an Android device in the past, 2 years, I think, it's most likely a 64-bit system, not a 32-bit system. If you have an old device like mine, you don't have to worry about it because 32-bit programs will continue to run on 32-bit systems. But the point is, going forward, there's going to be fewer and fewer systems running through 32-bit. So I went on their website. I thought, well, maybe this is no big deal. Maybe Fantasy Flight, they got this under control. They know 64-bit's coming. This is not news to people in the tech world. Everyone knows this, coming for years. They probably know. I searched their website. I couldn't find anything about it. So I thought, well, I'll call them up. I called them up. Now, I didn't talk to like the head of development or anything because nobody knows who I am, of course. But I talked to the person I could talk to, and they said they have no news of this information whatsoever. And if they were to go to 64-bit, then there would be a big banner on their website saying that they're going 64-bit. So that makes me worried because if the companies aren't prepared to switch stuff over, then that means that this game that just came out, you won't be able to use the app. And if you can't use the app with this game, the game's just a big paperweight.
It's worthless.
Yeah.
It's a big paperweight.
Most of the games we play are more than 2 years old, and probably more than 3 years old. And if you're like us, you don't just play games that are a year old. So this matters. This is one of the main reasons. One of the big reasons why I don't really play a lot of video games anymore is because you love a game, it's great, and then an update comes up and it ruins it somehow, in some way. So that's a great appeal to board games. I have games over here that are years old and they're just the same way as when I started playing them. So that concerns me. If you know what's going on, if you know that these game developers are aware and that stuff is being worked on, post something in the comments, let me know. But if you haven't heard anything either, then someone who actually has some say in this little sphere of ours needs to speak up and let these companies know, hey, you better start working on this because otherwise you're going to have a lot of angry customers and a lot of sad gamers.